Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First, I want to say it's an honor to be speaking after Representative Napolitano, which will be the last WRDA bill she works on, and she's done so much and been so significant on this bill.
Thank you.
And I know that it's a meaningful bill for you. And I also want to pay homage to former Chairman Oberstar, who valued this committee greatly as the most important committee and the one that was named in the Constitution, but that it did things like WRDA, which people don't think much about, but are vital to our successful economies and communities. Thank Chairman Graves, Ranking Member Larson, Subcommittee Chairman Rouser, and Subcommittee Ranking Member Napolitano for your diligent work on this 2024 Water Resources Development Act, affectionately known as WRDA. The bipartisan effort continues our tradition of passing WRDA every 2 years, and I commend my colleagues for their dedication to this important bill and getting it passed, unlike our counterparts across the Capitol. This WRDA bill improves critical water resources infrastructure, empowers all communities to engage with the Army Corps, responds to emerging threats from climate change, bolsters local economies, and boosts U.S. economic competitiveness and supply chains. That's a lot, but this water is important and essential to all successful governments and communities. I'm particularly grateful for the inclusion of several of my projects and policy requests that will impact my district. The inclusion of Pigeon Harbor in the Army Corps' operations and maintenance general budget for regular dredging maintenance is essential to its ongoing operation and vital to the companies at this industrial park in Memphis, Tennessee. This park is the only dedicated access point to the Mississippi River for businesses in that Pigeon Industrial Park, whose 5 facilities generate 500 jobs and produce an annual economic impact of $1.2 billion. And will soon be the neighbor to the largest supercomputer in the United States. Continued economic growth of the industrial park requires maintenance dredging of the harbor by the Army Corps so that companies like Nucor, the largest steel producer and recycler in North America, can bring raw materials to their steel mill and ship steel products to their customers. Additionally, the inclusion of the Hatchie-Loosahatchee ecosystem restoration feasibility study will showcase a comprehensive approach to managing the lower Mississippi River and implementing restoration on a systemic scale. The Hatchie-Loosahatchee project comprehensively addresses significant and historically important habitats in Arkansas and Tennessee and includes measures to address floodplain connectivity and reconnection to side channels, aquatic channel enhancement, restored natural vegetation, and water management. Covering 39-mile stretch of the river, approximately 146,000 acres, these restoration measures will provide important ecosystem services for surrounding communities, including clean air and water, invasive species control, flood control, pollination, and recreation. Yeah, WRDA does a lot. This bill also advances environmental justice by prioritizing support for disadvantaged communities, making vital infrastructure projects more accessible and financially feasible. And it includes language I championed to address remote lock and dam operations. I see Mr. Graves is in the meeting also. This is probably his last WRDA bill too, and I commend Representative Graves for his outstanding work in this committee and on WRDA. Support the legislation and urge its passage.